Welcome to the another episode of Abstract Thesis series. In this series, we are digging deep into the Power BI concepts. If you have not subscribed, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notification for our new video. Hello and welcome to another episode of Abstract Thesis series. And in this video, we are going to discuss how can we do direct query on data flow. Now, to do direct query on data flow, you need to know that you cannot do it on the pro version. So what I've done few days back is I went here in my profile, I clicked here and there was an option try for free. So because the option try for free was there, I upgraded my account to PPU so that I can get the premium features. Now, one more thing is there, this try for free can only come to you when in the admin portal under the tenant settings, there is an option where you allow your users to, allow the features to be try for free. Okay. So there is a setting for that. And if you enable that setting, then only, you will be able to use. Another thing is data flow setting, create and use data flow. It should be enabled. Okay. And what we need to do is we need to create a data flow and do it. So what I've done, I already created a couple of data flows, which I'll show you in different workspaces, which I have. So I have this demo PPU, where I have created this data flow, and let me click here on this one. And once I click here, you will see that, I have this data flow, which is having this thing. And once I created the data flow, I also need to load the data. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you how to create a data flow, but this is PPU data flow. And there's now comes when I go back here, let me go back to demo PPU and tell you the one setting. And that setting, first of all, it need to be enabled to have a direct query. So we go to this setting, and if you go to the setting of this one now, first of all, data source credentials is disabled. So if it should have been enabled here, and then if there is a edit credentials, then you have to go ahead and do that. Okay, so make sure those are working. Now go here, and then you have to go and enhance compute setting, and then in the enhance compute setting, you have to switch it on. Only when it is on, it is going to work out. In optimize and disable mode, it's not going to work out. Now, but this setting, if I go to a normal workflow, which is, let's say I go to demo and I go to data sets and data flows, and let me see, do I have a data flow? So I do have a data flow here. Okay. And let me go to the setting of this data flow. Now this is not a premium. There's no star here. This is not a premium. And if I go to this non-premium workspace, and if I go here and I look at enhanced compute setting, this is disabled for me. I will not be able to use this one. So because of this, I will not be able to use this and import mode, and we have to see. So what we do, let's do one more thing is, let's create one more into the PPU premium workspace only, and see if you created without that one, does it work or not. So go here, when you are in the workspace, click on the new. In the new, click on data flow. And what I'm going to do is, I have this one Excel sheet which is there on the, so I go and they say add tables, and I have one Excel sheet which is available on OneDrive that I'm going to use. So click on the Excel, and then it is asking link file, upload file. This is under preview. We will not go to test it right now. I go and browse my OneDrive. It will ask for email ID verification. I'm going to do that. And once I have done with that, then it's going to ask me which seat it will take. And to give an example, what operations can we do in data flow. Basically, we can do transformations, and that's why we are doing data flow, because we wanted to do all these transformations centrally. That is the reason we are creating data flows. We are able to do all those Power Query steps which are there, which will be able to do. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this only pivot data, and I will go into the transform data. I'm going to transform this data to show you what you can do in the data flow. And then I am not going to change the setting of this data flow. So I can select all, or I can select only this one, and then I can go in the transform data. If I select all of them, then I'll use unpivot columns. Otherwise I'll say unpivot other columns. So in this case, it is unpivot other columns, and then I can call the attribute as subject and value as marks. So I have done this transformation. Like say I have 2-3 projects where I need this. So I can do this transformation at one place in the Power BI data flow, and I can use that. Now, typically what should happen, I have explained in my previous video that as a design, if you have dimensions which are smaller in natures, and even if you have to import them in Power BI, bring those things from here as a design pattern in Power BI, so that you can centrally control all your dimension. Any changes need to be done in future can be controlled from here, and you can schedule here, and we will call it, let's say, demo data flow df1. Okay, save. So once we save it, the data is not going to come into this one. Okay, we have to refresh it, so we will call it refresh now. And once it load, let's see whether so let's come out of this one, because you will not be able to see where the refresh is happening. So you will see refresh is happening here. Okay, and once it is finished, we can go here and click here and can see into the refresh history whether it's a successful or failure. If it's not successful, it do show a triangle which is failure triangle. Now this is loaded, and I can check whether their data was loaded into this one. So I can go to refresh history, and you can see that in the past it has successfully loaded the data into this one also. So we have data there in this one also. So this one, let's go and look at the setting, demo data, and we go to the setting, and we go to enhance compute engine setting, and we leave it to optimized. Okay, so let's say we are able to do a direct query on this or not. So okay, so now what we need to do is, we have created a data flow, one which is a optimized compute engine on, one is optimized, and one with the normal pro user. So premium user, as a premium workspace, we also created as normal workspace. So let's now jump to Power BI. Now we jump to Power BI, and let's try to add a data flow. So in the Power BI, in the home tab, you have get data. Into the get data, you have Power BI data flows. In the latest version, you should have these options. And once we do that, if you are, and for that you need to be logged in. Okay, so you make sure you sign in Power BI before that. So it's going to display the pop-up where we are going to see our Power BI data flows. Now, first one is that demo one, only demo one, not demo PPU, where we are going to try to have that data flow, sales data flow. If you remember, we had that. I'm going to bring in item table from there, and let's not wait for long. Let's just load it. Where does it ask for a option? But it is not asking us any option right now. It has not asked us whether you want to use a import mode or direct query mode. Yes and no. No, nothing has been asked. It's simply loading it. It has loaded the data flow just like any other table. No option has been given to us. Okay, let's continue our journey. Let's go ahead and say one more time we are going to do it. Again, the same stuff would be directed to us. Again, we are going to go to demo PPU. But in demo D2, we right now go to demo DF1. In the demo DF1, we go and say pivot. So this is the one we have done, but we have not enabled the engine here. And now we are going to go ahead and add this one. Now, again, this is getting evaluated, but not getting loaded, and data collection. It is not asked us, do you really want to do direct query? Now let's try the third one. Item, and let's say load. Now this time it has asked. Now I can do direct query, and we say okay. Now, if you are in a version where it is under the preview, you can go here and check out. That is their option for preview, which need to be checked in. But right now it's out from the preview, it's mainline feature. So you don't see data flow to be there. There is no preview feature for the data flow direct query. Okay. Now one more thing which we'll observe, this is one which is direct query. So if you go here, if you click here on this first one, so the way to differentiate, 2-3 ways I'll tell you, couple of ways basically. So one is I will have a data here. I will not have a view here, which is direct query, and this is again import. I will view this. Now the second way is here basically, you go here in the advanced, you will see the mode is import, and here if you go in the advanced, you will see storage mode is direct query. Okay, so when you bring it here, basically it's going to, let's say if I bring brand here, it's going to query the data flow which is available there, and is going to give it to us. Okay, first time it would be a little bit slow, second time it will be faster. Now comparatively, when I bring it here, it comes quickly. Okay, so all those things which are there, and direct query limitations do apply to data flow direct queries also. So try this out. Do let us know what else you want us to cover in this particular series. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you. Keep watching, keep asking questions in comments, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notification for new videos. Thank you.